Washington State Patrol Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Bureau works every day to promote the safe travel of commercial vehicles on state highways. If you are a commercial vehicle operator in interstate travel, it's likely that you will come through one of our state's ports of entry. Washington has 5 ports of entry at the borders of the state. This video will inform you, as a driver, of what you can expect when being inspected at one of our ports of entry. When approaching the port of entry, you will observe several warning signs beginning 2 miles in advance of the port of entry, directing you to travel in lane 1, the far right lane, or slow lane while you approach the port of entry. This is so our vehicle weigh and motion system can accurately check your vehicle while in travel. What is it checking, you might ask, and why do I have to be in the right lane? The system consists of sensors in the roadway that check your vehicle weight, tire pressure, and tread wear, along with license plate reader cameras that are checking your carrier's credentials through state and federal databases. Following the sensor and camera system, you will observe on the shoulder of the road 2 lighted reader boards. The signs will notify you of whether you are eligible to bypass the port of entry or if you are required to enter the port of entry. Remember, when you are approaching the port of entry, to be in the right lane and be prepared for traffic. Not crossing the vehicle weigh and motion system will be considered a violation of failing to obey a traffic control device and failure to submit to weighing. When entering the port of entry, be aware of restrictions and traffic control devices. Speed limit restrictions will be posted and enforced, along with other traffic control devices like stop signs and traffic signals. Be aware of crosswalks and pedestrians in those areas. As you approach the scale pad, you will see a lighted reader board. Please follow the directions on the board and proceed with caution. You may receive verbal instructions over a public address system. Remember, traffic laws and federal commercial vehicle regulations still apply while traveling through the port of entry. For your safety and those around you, please continue to wear your seatbelt and avoid distractions like cell phone usage. Also remember, just because you are directed into the port of entry and not given a bypass, it does not mean you will be stopped for an inspection. When approaching the scale pad at the main building, you may be contacted by a commercial vehicle enforcement officer for further inspection. Be aware that you are being recorded. Remain in the vehicle and be prepared to receive instructions from the officer. You will be asked for the following paperwork to conduct the inspection: driver's license, registration, bill of lading, IFTA, insurance, and your medical card. The officer will also provide you with their contact information and ask for you to transfer your electronic logs through web services. Remember, it is a federal requirement that you know how to properly operate your ELD and can transfer your logs. Please be familiar with your software and equipment provided by your carrier. The officer will give you instructions on where to park to finish the inspection, or possibly might instruct you to enter the inspection building depending on the level of inspection that is to be conducted. Please follow their instructions and remember to be alert for pedestrians and other hazards in the parking lot. There are 3 levels of inspection regulated by the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, or CVSA. Level 3 CVSA inspections consist of an inspection of your paperwork and driver's hours of service. Typically, these inspections will take up to 30 minutes. Level 2 CVSA inspections consist of an inspection of the items from a Level 3 and additionally a walk-around inspection of your vehicle. These will typically take up to 45 minutes. Level 1 CVSA inspections consist of an inspection of all your paperwork, driver's hours of service, and a full inspection of your vehicle to include a check of your brakes and other inspection items under your vehicle. Expect up to an hour to conduct a Level 1 inspection. Remember, state and federal law requires you to not only submit to these inspections, but additionally, you will be required to participate and operate certain functions of your vehicle during the process, such as brakes, lights, and other functions of the vehicle. On all inspections, regardless of any violations discovered or not, you will receive a copy of the Driver Vehicle Examination Report. If there are any violations noted on the report, Please remember this is a reported notice and will count as points against you and your carrier's safety score. Refer to your company's policy on retention and reporting. You may also receive a Washington State Notice of Infraction if one is warranted. This is different from the Driver Vehicle Examination Report and has requirements for processing by you, the driver, within certain time frames noted on the infraction. Follow your company's policy for reporting these violations and warnings. There is a chance, due to the severity of certain violations, that you and/or your vehicle may be placed out of service. The officer will give you directions on how to become compliant with your out-of-service order. Once the inspection is completed, you will be directed out of the port of entry. Please follow instructions and signs at the facility guiding you back onto the highway. We would like to thank you for your commitment to safety. The WSP values its partnership with the trucking industry and professional drivers like you. We all have families and friends that travel these roads and share a common goal and commitment to safety. We would also like to thank our partners at the Washington Trucking Association and Portland Container for their partnership and participation in the production of this video. Please drive safe, and again, thank you for your commitment to helping us make our roadways safe here in Washington.